Okay, this is from December 8th. Una and I are living together in the dorms, and college dorms always kind of look the same in my dreams, and our door wouldn't lock. And our room was like our own, but it looked different as they kind of like do in dreams. And all of our friends were in our room, and I was telling them that I kept having dreams about fusing bodies with my friends, but in my head I knew that it was a lie. I was having dreams about fusing bodies with people, but not with my friends, and nobody responded when I said that.
And it had a gun, and I hid under my kitchen table, and then this stick figure shot me. And I was lying in my bed
2 nights ago, the night before
in death, and my bed was like spinning in the universe. Then that
with
was
Max, and we were like together, but it was like kind of weird and like unclear.
So I had this dream that I was hanging out with
like a camp with,
my friends Gus and Emmett,
my mom was
Eve
there
in Gus's room. We were all
her
sitting on
friend
our
was
bed
there,
and then all of a sudden
and,
these
like,
two guys that I have known
there was a
since
bunch of other
elementary
people,
school,
like I'm trying to remember who, like it was probably like the
middle,
whole
and high school
crew.
showed up.
And then obviously like Max was
Cameron
there,
and Kenny,
and I'm pretty sure like
and they
I don't know.
in the dream they were friends with
but then
Emmett, and they were here to visit him, and
we
they
were,
found
like,
out that I
posted
also
up,
went
we were, like,
here,
having,
and then they were like,
we were,
oh, we
like,
just
on a
thought we'd
break or
surprise you,
something.
come say hi, and we
there was,
hugged,
like,
and it was
we were, like, in
really
this weird
crazy.
lobby.
Una and I share a dorm.
Max was like, are we allowed to
because we
smoke
all
in the
went for
bathrooms?
in my
and I was
dreams.
like, why would you
And
ask that?
I rail a line of ketamine.
And then
in the
a little
dream,
bit
not
later,
in
we
real
were like
life.
walking around,
And
walking somewhere.
shortly
And we were
after,
suddenly
I
in New
like
York
become
City, and
like
I was
really
walking
fucked
like
up.
way ahead of everyone else.
And I'm really
And
finding it like difficult
there
to
was this
see
like,
and like
group
sense
of people.
and like
We were walking by,
properly,
and one of them like
move
grabbed
through
me and like
reality,
tried to like get me, take me away.
like more difficult
And
even though
I was
even
like
than it
so
usually
weak
is in
and like could like
dreams.
barely fight it off, and I like felt so scared. And then
I had to,
somehow
like,
I
go
managed to
into the
like
dorm hallway
get
to
away,
protect us.
and I went inside this like weird
Might need to cut this
building
part
that
out.
was right there, and there was like I don't know, like windows were like stapled shut.
Yeah.
And,
I go back in the
there was like a
dorm
tasty
and
thing
I'm laying
that
down
Etta had made.
and
It's
like
it
my
was like
teeth are falling out
not done,
and
and
I
it was
can
like really
hear them
weird. And she was like stressed about it.
falling out.
And then there was this like crazy stove situation.
I
like
I hear them
like a
crunching
baking
around
tray on the
my
top, and
my
you
mouth
like get
and my
under
jaw.
it.
looked like an
I
and
don't even know.
I like
And then
and
or
everyone's
like
on
take
stage.
out
There's like this like
my bottom and my
museum
top
thing
to the
with like
teeth,
this
and
like
then
writer's
a
house where
moment
like you
later, I
don't
was
really
like,
walk in the door,
hallucinated doing that. Like
and
I'm
it's
like
like
in the dream,
triggers
I'm like
or
having
somebody
vivid
reading
dreams
his
where I'm
memoir,
just,
but like
track.
so
And then
slowly, like
and I can't actually tell what's happening and what's a hallucination, but I can tell that something
that was on
Yeah.
the track.
wrong. I keep
then
like
I woke
feeling
up.
inside
There
my
was like
mouth,
a
but like I
crew
don't touch it
of
really often. It's like
Baluba-esque
made you have like
people,
laughing
like,
gas or
moving
something,
along,
like at
and that's
the
how you
dentist or
like get
another
your tie-dye.
in your mouth, so I can't
And so
actually
I was,
like
like,
feel it properly, and my mouth
it
keeps
was
becoming
awesome.
stuck
And
in
then
like
there was
this
this woman came in in like this bright yellow like construction
and
vest.
every time I try to
She
move
had
my
a gun,
mouth, my
like,
teeth
and
become
she
more
made
loose. I
everyone
can like
get
hear
on
them
the
like
ground,
crunching back and forth
and I
against
was
each
trying to
other.
like in two circles.
And I like yanked
so I
myself
was,
out of
like,
bed like with a lot of
and
difficulty to like
my
look in the
mom,
mirror next to my
then
bed.
I got
And I see like there's many teeth missing from my mouth,
and then she like
and
kneeled down, like,
there's others like already rotting out of my
and it was
gums.
like whispering,
I'm like
and
sitting
then
half
I would
of
try
it.
to like
I could tell you
and I
that
was
the
just so
judgment was
upset.
like you're sick. And I keep spitting them out, but like it's fine now. That's my bedside table. And I was at the judgment like immediately, like at the first started and we're walking in line and my mom and dad were like, oh my god, I would never ride that ride, and I like don't really take it seriously. And I didn't notice that the French
running out the back, and it was like winter in the dream, and kind of out where the parking lot is,
kind of
it was like this big
the cars.
It was like covered in
and
snow,
as
and the
it's
snow
doing
was
that,
so
it
thick
has to,
and
like,
heavy, and I was
go
like fighting
like through one of these
the
loop-de-loops,
snow.
and
couldn't sleep.
it
And
falls,
then
and
I was with people, but I don't remember
like
who
a
the
good
people
like
were.
100 feet, and
And
it
I found,
lands
like, a little
face up with
enclave,
a little boy
and we were like
inside.
hiding out in kind of like this like,
And
little
I kind of gasp and turn
snow
away, and everyone is
fort
silent,
shelter.
and then they're all silent until I start screaming, and I approach
And then in
the
this
car,
little snow
and
shelter, like the
it
kind of
looks like the
premise
boy's
of the
alive,
dream was
and I
like the
ask him if
space
he's okay.
怎么了？怎么了？
He attempts to step forward,
好好好，
but as he
很
starts
冷
to
吗？我觉得其实现在很
What I
舒
was
服啊
perceiving，it as, and it was like open.
所以我们现在要去哪？
Taking care of us.
This is an
And I
old
think
guy,
Ty
don't know
got
if
murdered. I don't know if
In
that
the
was this dream, but I'm pretty sure it
I
happened. And then like slowly the space
but I remember
again.
like
It was like this
looking at my hands and my skin.
also on a hill, but it wasn't snowy anymore.
Like there were like coins in my skin, kind of like tons of
哎，这样浪费自己的优点。好了，关起来了。怎么关啊？你都用那个拍照的。
Crying to my mom because I was like, mom, like I didn't eat coins. Like, why are there so much coins in my body, like underneath my skin?
讲中文跟那个他的中文讲出来中文就
不太一样。
跟那个叫什么？哎，少女看那个什么？
哦，因为他从很小，
他的发音就很标准。
对啊，
他发音超标准的。我当然没有。
他中文，
他中文超标准。
他中文更超回去。
我第一次去他家，然后